trust Joe Biden with his life. We have faith that Donald Trump to lead our military. Please join us in supporting Donald Trump for President and Commander-in-Chief.
While campuses struggle to get control of their students, at UNC Chapel Hill, they are bringing order back. Students restoring the American flag and singing the national anthem.
Protesters began to take down the American flag, and that's when the guys stepped in. Patriotic fraternity brothers stepped in and said, "Not today, Hamas."
A group of frat brothers defended the American flag from anti-Israel protesters.
I held the Israeli flag, and they held up the American flag while protesters chanted at us, screamed at us. I was told to kill myself about 50 times, called a white supremacist, a fascist.
They protected the flag for an hour. They were pelted with bottles and rocks, but they stood strong.
I think the most popular college students right now are the ones at UNC.
God bless those UNC frat guys for taking down the Palestinian flag and putting up Old Glory.
Giving us some hope there that not all college students have gone woke.
They should be celebrated for, and what would be more rare is their bravery, their willingness to stand up and exhibit that patriotism and protect America.
All is not lost. In every corner of America, there are many people that love this country.
I'm very proud of these boys and very, very proud that we have parents that are raising good kids like this in our country.
I love America. There's still patriots in this country that actually want to fight and sacrifice themselves for this flag, this country.
It's good to know that there's some patriotic young men out there supporting the flag still out there.
Don't bend the knee to these people.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome country music star Brian Kelly and Anthony McGahee and Praise Motivated Choir.
Came back home with a purple heart and a couple scars. A lot more like him out there never made it home, but they ain't gone. And Old Glory don't ever get old. She's the greatest stories ever been told. You can try, but you can't take it, can't break this American spirit, that red, white, and blue. It's flying for freedom, for me and for you. It's what I believe in, this country I love. That American spirit runs in our blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the fraternity brothers from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, who protected our American flag.
You can't take down American spirit, that red, white, and blue. It's flying for freedom, for me and for you. It's what You can't take down American spirit. Oh, American spirit.
When a mob tried to take down the American flag on our campus, we knew we couldn't let that happen. We stood guard, we held it up, and we did not let it fall. It was all about respect, not just for the cloth, but for everything that the flag stands for. Too many people have sacrificed everything for it. The least we can do was keep it flying. And tonight, we are proud to honor our flag again.
Day that we take back the White House from crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of our country. I believe that we're going to have 4 of the greatest years in the history of our country. I will once and for all secure our elections. We're going to go to paper ballots. We're going to have same-day voting, voter ID. We're going to do it properly. We're going to have good, secure, beautiful elections. We never want what happened in 2020 to happen again. But until then, Republicans must win. And we must use every appropriate tool available to beat the Democrats. They are destroying our country. Whether you vote early, absentee, by mail, or in person, we are going to protect the vote. That's the most important thing we have to do, is protect the vote. Keep your eyes open, because these people want to cheat, and they do cheat. And frankly, it's the only thing they do well. We will make sure your ballot is secure and your voice is heard. Many Republicans like to vote on Election Day, and we must swamp the radical Democrats with massive turnout on Tuesday, November 5th. The way you win is to swamp them. If we swamp them, they can't cheat. It just doesn't work out. But if you can't make it, you need to make a plan, register, and vote any way possible. We got to get your vote. So with your vote, we will win a victory the likes of which no one has ever seen before. We will evict crooked Joe Biden from the White House, and we will take back our country on November 5th, 2024, the most important day in the history of our country. That's what it's going to go down as. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome recent Harvard University graduate, Shabbos Kestenbaum.
My name is Shabbos Kestenbaum. I am a proud first-generation American. I am a proud Orthodox Jew. And as of 5 months ago, I am the proud plaintiff suing Harvard University for its failure to combat anti-Semitism. I came to Harvard to study religion, the foundation of Western civilization. What I found was not theology, but a contempt for it. My problem with Harvard is not its liberalism, but its illiberalism. Too often, students at Harvard are taught not how to think, but what to think. I found myself immersed in a culture that is anti-Western, that is anti-American, and that is anti-Semitic. After October 7th, the world finally saw what I and so many Jewish students across this country experienced almost every day. When I planted 1,200 Israeli and American flags on campus, they were all vandalized within 24 hours. I was harassed by my peers merely for being a Jew, and have received countless death threats online. Students and professors have openly called for new Hamas-style attacks against the United States. And perhaps most damning, when Hamas terrorists butchered 45 American citizens on October 7th, when they took 12 Americans hostage, Harvard refused to immediately and unequivocally condemn this atrocity. My fellow Americans, the anti-Semitic bigotry, unfortunately, extends far beyond the universities. Although I once voted for Bernie Sanders, I now recognize that the far left has not only abandoned the Jewish people, but the American people. The Democratic Party, the party I registered to vote for the day I turned 18, has become ideologically poisoned. And it is this poison, it is this corruption that is infecting far too many young American students. Let's be clear. The far left's anti-Semitic extremism has no virtue, and the radicalism on our campuses and on our streets has no moral legitimacy. Sadly, the far left-wing tide of anti-Semitism is rising. But tonight, we fight back. I am proud to support President Trump's policies to expel foreign students who violate our laws, harass our Jewish classmates, and desecrate our freedoms. Let's elect a president who will instill patriotism in our school once again. Let's elect a president who will confront terrorism and its supporters once again. Let's elect a president who recognizes that although Harvard and the Ivy Leagues have long abandoned the United States of America, the Jewish people never will, because Jewish values are American values, and American values are Jewish values. God bless the United States. God bless the land of Israel. God bless, protect, and return the American hostages in Gaza now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the parents of an American hostage held in Gaza, Orna and Ronan Neutra.
Our son, Omer, is an American citizen. For 285 long days and nights, Hamas terrorists have been holding Omer imprisoned in tunnels underneath Gaza. Omer, which is a biblical name and means in Hebrew the first crop, is our firstborn. He was born in New York City 1 month after 9/11. 8 months pregnant, I walked across the Queensboro Bridge towards home that day. And here we are, 23 years later, and he's the victim of another vile terrorist attack. Let me tell you a little bit about my son. He's a connector. He's an extremely social person. He loves sports. In high school, he was captain of the soccer ball, volleyball, and basketball teams. He's a natural leader. And he cares deeply about others and about helping them grow. He turned 22 on October 14, 2023. And instead of celebrating with us and with his friends, he spent his birthday as a hostage of Hamas terrorists. Imagine, over 9 months, not knowing whether your son is alive, waking up every morning, praying that he too is still waking up every morning, that he is strong and is surviving. I recite Psalm 23 in his merit every single day. Gam ki elech begei tzalmavet, lo irara ki ata imadi. I walk through the shadow of the valley of the shadow of the death. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Bring them home. 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 During the brutal October 7 attack on Israel, over 1,200 people were slaughtered. Of them, 45 were American citizens. Where is the outrage? Where is it? This was not merely an attack on Israel. This was and remains an attack on Americans. Omer is one of 8 American hostages and one of 120 hostages still left in Gaza. Citizens of 24 countries and 5 different religions, still held by Hamas, denied basic human needs, their lives threatened every day. President Trump called us personally right after the attack when Omer was taken captive. We know he stands with the American hostages. We need our beautiful son back. And we need your support. We need your support to end this crisis and bring all the hostages back home. Bring them home. Bring them home. Bring them home. Bring them home.
Omer, we love you. We won't stop fighting for you.
Say it with us. Bring them home. Bring them home. Bring them home. Thank you, everybody. God bless Israel and God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, former paratrooper, congressman, and New York State gubernatorial candidate, Lee Zeldin.
Hello, Wisconsin. I'm Lee Zeldin from New York. A nation led by President Trump is a nation stronger, safer, and more secure. As a former 82nd Airborne paratrooper, I want a military focused on being the world's greatest fighting force, not its biggest social experiment. We need a president treating our friends as friends and our adversaries as our adversaries, understanding they only respect strength, not weakness. I was on the House Foreign Affairs Committee under 3 presidents, but only one ended wars without starting new ones. President Donald Trump. As one of 2 Jewish Republicans in Congress, it was amazing to witness history-making progress, strengthening the U.S.-Israel relationship under President Trump, moving our embassy in Israel to Jerusalem, recognizing Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights, and launching the Abraham Accords, which no one said was possible. Soleimani and the ISIS Caliphate were eliminated. President Trump withdrew from the Iran deal. Stopped those insane ransom payments and crippled Iran with maximum pressure. But then, everything went downhill under Biden. Yes, the guy who advised Obama not to take out Osama, Joe Biden advised against the mission that killed Osama bin Laden. As an American, and especially as a New Yorker, that's unforgivable. Even in his prime, he had bad judgment. And it's only gotten worse with age. We cannot count on Biden to make this kind of crucial 3 a.m. decision. Heck, we can't rely on him at 3 in the afternoon. He has refilled Iran's coffers. Since October 7th, Biden has pandered to anti-Semites who cheer Hamas's attack. All while Americans are still being held hostage in Gaza. Biden turned 13 Blue Star families into Gold Star families with his fatal withdrawal from Afghanistan, and then he lied about it during last month's debate, claiming that no service members had died under his watch. We must elect President Trump. Whether building an Iron Dome defense shield at home, countering China and other bad actors abroad, or securing our borders, he will make America strong and respected again. President Trump risks everything for us. We need him back in the White House now more than ever before. To make America great again, we must first, and God willing, we will expand the Republican majority in the United States House of Representatives. We will flip the United States Senate. going to elect J.D. Vance, our next vice president. And we will make Donald J. Trump the 47th president of these United States. Thank you. God bless you. God bless President Trump and his family, and God bless America.
We are gathered here on freedom's altar, on these shores, on these bluffs, on this day 75 years ago. 10,000 men shed their blood and thousands sacrificed their lives for their brothers, for their countries, and for the survival of liberty. Those who fought here won a future for our nation. They won the survival of our civilization. These men ran through the fires of hell, moved by a force no weapon could destroy. The fierce patriotism of a free, proud, and sovereign people. And they showed us the way to love, cherish, and defend our way of life for many centuries to come. And our children and their children will forever and always be free.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome World War II hero, William Peckrell.
Thank you very much. My name is Bill Peckrell. I'm a proud Wisconsinite. I'm a proud husband of 76 years old to my wife, Rosemary. I'm a father of 11 children. 6 girls, 5 boys. Our family across 5 generations and a proud World War II veteran. I'm 98 years old. Some call us the greatest generation. That's an honor, considering America is the greatest nation in the history of the world. I will never forget and witness the horror of the Nazis' war camps. In the Battle of the Bulge, my friends and I fought to stop the Nazis' last major push in the Western Front. A few months later, Hitler was dead. The Nazis were defeated. We gave thanks to Almighty God for delivering us from evil. But not many of us came home. I still miss a lot of my friends on that beach. And there were many of us left. There aren't many of us left today. But for us, those of us who are here, that America is still worth fighting for. It hurts my heart to see what our current president and vice president have done to the country I love so well. They humiliated us in Afghanistan. We pushed around in China. Terrorists run wild in the Middle East. And they let our own southern border get overrun. America, people say, America is an idea, but I believe America is much more than that. America is our home. You know, when I was fighting in Europe and I came back home, I kissed the ground, thanking God that I'm back home in my country. And where I come from, when somebody comes for me or my home, you dig in your boots in the ground and never look back. That's the attitude that saved the free world, and those years ago. And President Trump, back in Commander-in-Chief, I would go back to re-enlist today. I would storm whatever beach you want, my country needs me to. God bless you. God bless our home and the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome businessman and Executive Vice President of the Trump Organization, Donald J. Trump, Jr.
Good evening, America. Before I begin my remarks, I'm going to do something a little uncharacteristic. A Trump is going to give up the microphone. Doesn't happen often, you may never see it again. But I got a call on Monday morning from a young lady who said, "Dad, I want to speak at the RNC." I want to speak at the RNC because I want America to know what my grandpa is actually like. So for the first time ever on a stage, first time ever giving a speech, I want to bring out my eldest daughter and the eldest granddaughter of